Welcome back to Terribly Animated Goosebumps, your one-stop shop for some random guy cursing over Goosebumps books. And this is the 17th episode, which should mean that it's the 17th book, but that's not what that means. This is the first movie. Well, and this movie is not a book, so it's automatically bad. Anyways, I'm going to save you from the rest of my terrible jokes, and we're just going to get into this because this is probably going to be a long episode. I don't know. So I have two members joining me to watch this terrible movie. We have this guy. This is Slappy. He's doing something. And then over here we have a ghost. So nice. Great crowd. We're going to enjoy this movie.
Our story begins with Zach. He's not a kid. He's in fact a teenager, and he has just moved to Madison, Delaware.
Of course, you got the classic moving to a different town.
Oh, damn it.
Because his dad, he died.
So I'm guessing this lady is recently divorced. Not that long.
Or she's widowed. She could be widowed.
She could be. I don't
Tell
know.
me exactly why she would buy a big house for two.
Rip. Anyways, he's moving in. He meets the girl next door.
You know, he's a Yorker and he wears the New York.
Door. Oh, someone's got the hots.
Her name is Hannah. He also meets her dad, Mr. Shivers.
Bye-bye.
Oh no, it's Slappy. Good job. Right?
No.
Oh, it's Jack Black.
I love how he's expecting a dummy and instead he gets Jack Black.
Who's Jad
He's a
Black?
dummy himself, though. So yeah, he was technically right.
School of Rock was pretty awesome. And so was, dang, what's the other one called? Oh, Here Comes a Boom. That was another great movie by Jack Black.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Jack Black, have any of you guys watched his video game channel?
No.
No one cares about Jack Black.
Okay, so you're praising him. You're praising him, but
So what is your opinion of Jack Black?
One of the greatest actors ever.
then why did you say you don't care about Jack Black?
Mr. Shivers gets pissed off at him because he's standing there, and he yells at him. Zach goes to school the next day and meets Champ.
You know what? One of my classmates looks like that.
Which one?
The green one wearing the green shirt.
What's his name? What's his name?
I'm not allowed to disclose that.
Why?
Why?
Because I don't know his freaking name is what I'm saying.
After school, he takes out the trash.
This kid has small ears.
You mean the actor
Really?
or the freaking kid? The character.
The actor and the kid, they're the same person.
You say as if the kid, like...
I said that kid has small ears.
For all we know, that could be CGI.
Why would they CGI his ears?
Maybe his ears just shade. He might have big ears and it doesn't want them to be displayed on the movie.
I love that the first thing you notice about the guy is his ears.
It was a close-up of his ears, dude.
And Hannah's like, hey, yo, you want to go do some stuff? And he's like, you know what? Yeah, why not?
Why do we need romance in this Goosebumps movie?
I don't know.
So, they go out. And they go to this weird abandoned theme park.
Now it's suddenly night. How long have they been walking?
I guess for
It's
quite a
not
while.
suddenly night.
How do you explain this It's freaking night. It's clear.
It's night.
It's
Dang.
not night.
They've been walking for hours.
Whoa, it's spooky already. They talk for a bit.
That is not night. That is dusk. Explain that, atheist.
Okay.
Ah.
How did it go from midday to dusk?
Exactly how?
And then they go home. But guess what? Hannah gets in trouble. Later on, he hears Hannah scream. He gets spooked and has to save her. He calls the police, but the police are like, probably just nothing at all.
Do they have a warrant?
No.
Nope, they have no
Well,
warrants.
they were invited inside. They don't need a warrant if they're invited.
It's like a vampire.
It is. Maybe they are vampires.
But instead of biting you, they shoot you.
Ooh, spooky.
Our first case of actual paranormal creatures.
Dude, the new Goosebumps series is sounding real good.
Anyways, he's pissed off now, so he wants to break into the house. But he can't do it alone, so he calls Champ.
Hey, it's your co-student.
Classmate.
Co-students.
He's like, hey, we're gonna break into this house, and we're gonna save Hannah. He's like, I don't even know who that is. But fine, okay. Anyways, they get inside the house, and they find a room that's fucking full of books. And they're like, hey, yo, look, it's books. But guess what? They're not just any books. They're fucking Goosebumps books. Holy shit. Zach opens a Goosebumps book, and then Hannah comes in and tries to bash his skull in with a fucking baseball bat.
Can you please stop the swearing?
He's like, sorry, I'll put the book up. But nope, he opens it, and now the abominable snowman of Pasadena is just kind of there.
Tell me exactly why would he unlock the book in the first place? And there was no reason for him to do so. What was he trying to do? Prove a
Well,
point?
I mean, he already broke in. He might as well go all the way.
He runs away, and Hannah runs after him. Zach and Champ are like, holy shit, we better follow. So they follow, and they go to the ice rink. They fuck around for a bit, but then the snowman is captured by Shivers.
Let me guess, R.L. Stein. The Jet Black.
Let me guess. No one.
Good guess.
It's not John Cena, by the way.
Yeah, I can see this guy. It's clearly not John Cena.
It turns out Shivers is actually R.L. Stein. Ho 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 ho! It's spooky time. Anyways, they go back home, they're gonna go, but guess what? Slappy got out.
Why would Slappy come out of Night of the Living Dummy?
What's the difference?
You must have brought me out for something.
One is Slappy. One is an interesting character.
Destroy the town. Let's get
An interesting or uninteresting?
One is an interesting villain. The other is Slappy.
Slappy is like, hey, boys, it's time for fun. And then Stein's like, fuck you, Slappy. You're not even supposed to be out. And then Slappy is just like, hey, fuck you too. I'm gonna have fun without you, fucker. And he takes all the books and he runs. He gets himself a sweet haunted fucking car. And he's like, yeah, let's go, boys. And then he throws out a book about non-gnomes and burns it on fire.
Why are there gnomes?
You haven't been paying attention at all.
Yes. They try to go, but guess what? The gnomes are in the way, so they fight the gnomes. Then they get out, and they start to try and find Mr. Slapboy. But guess what? They figure out, oh hey, I know what we should do. We should write a book about all of the monsters, and then trap them inside the book. And then Stein's like, you know, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Because I can definitely publish that.
Look, guys, you ready?
God.
Look. Flashlight penis.
You're such a dumbass.
Anyways, they're just like, hey, yo, let's gotta get a computer. But Stein's like, no, I need the typewriter. I need my typewriter. So they go to try and find the typewriter. But guess what? They have problems. They're attacked by an invisible man, also known as an invisible boy. And then after that, they run into a giant praying fucking mantis. They fucking run. And then they go to the supermarket. And in the supermarket, they encounter the werewolf of Fever Swamp. And they're scared. But guess what? They escape. And they go through the cemetery. And then, in the moonlight, Zach realizes, holy shit, Hannah is Hannah! Whoa! She is from a book? What? She's a fucking ghost.
Is this like a big roast to R.L. Stein?
Maybe.
Alright, I do my crunches real
They
quick.
don't
sorry.
mention his ghostwriters. That would be funny.
Oh,
Just a bunch of ghosts come flying at him. Oh no, it's my Ghost Riders.
Holy shit. Turns out, fucking Zach's been Danny all of fucking long. Holy shit. Anyways, there's graveyard ghouls. They attack them. Holy shit, they escape again, and they make it to the school. When they get there, they get the magic typewriter, and Stein starts to write. They all convince the students, hey, guess what? There's monsters out there, and we need to build fortifications. And so they build fortifications. Meanwhile, Slappy's just like, hey, you know what? They're building fortifications. I might as well get an army going. And so he releases a fuck ton of monsters. Not all of them, but quite a fucking bit. Anyways, he's like, okay, let's go fucking kill them now. And they all start to rampage on the fucking school. They get in, and they're scared, so they run to the storage room.
I would just have a big boner right about now.
Okay. That sounds like a personal problem.
And now the monsters are trying to get in the storage room. But then Zach has an idea. And this idea is pretty simple. They put mannequin in bus and send bus out. And then bus explode and all monsters go bye-bye. It seems like a foolproof plan, so they do it! And then they drive away from the school off to the abandoned theme park. But guess what? Turns out the monsters, even though they're dumbasses, are immortal dumbasses, and it only sets them back. So, they go to the theme park, and Slappy's like, you know what? You've pissed me off for the fucking last time, Stein. I'm releasing the blob that ate everyone. It looks like fucking monster blood, but not in this fucking review, because I care too much about the books, apparently. Anyways, he releases it, and Stein's like, holy shit, and he gets eaten.
Yeah, we're good Christian boys, by the way.
I'm not.
He just doesn't know the light of the Lord.
You just said my freaking name!
He's the best Christian boy here.
But then it's time for Zach to finish the story. He finishes the story, and then he's gonna open the book, but then he's like, holy shit, I forgot. Hannah, she's a fucking ghost. She's a monster too. I can't open the book. I like this person I met only a day ago. But then Hannah's like, fuck you, kid. And she opens the damn book herself. All of the monsters start flying in. Stein decides it's a great time to finally fucking kick Slappy. Something he should have done a long ass time ago.
Why didn't he do that earlier?
Exactly.
And then Hannah starts to slowly get sucked into the book.
I'm sure it was painful for the monsters to return back to the book, but as for her, nope, painless.
She's literally having bits of her pulled into the book.
Yeah, I think...
And she's just like, yeah, I'm fine with this.
Exactly.
Everything else...
They're getting ripped apart cell by cell, like that's gotta hurt.
Basically, they're being, like, demolecularized. Their molecules are being rearranged.
Exactly. That has to... That's...
That must be
painful.
so painful. And yet, she's just shrugging off. She's just like, cool.
Anyway, she gets sucked in. Rip.
Goosebumps. R.L. Stein dies of heartbreak.
God.
And life goes on as normal.
You think that R.L. Stein will be prosecuted for the disasters?
The Ghost Next Door sequel that we never asked for, but always wanted.
Zack and Stein are sad. But guess what? It doesn't fucking matter, because it's already happened. Stein gets a job as a substitute English teacher. Zack and Stein, they're walking in the hall, and Zack's like, man, it fucking sucks. I cannot believe that Hannah's gone. And Stein's like, yes, I know. A small part of her will be within all of us, and also right over there. And Hannah's back.
This isn't the same one.
It's a different Hannah, yeah. I just picked up on that. Wrote a new book.
Like, the Hannah he knows is still in the book.
So what if these two Hannahs met?
That's a good question. Too bad they'll never address it.
Stein's like, go have fucking fun, kid. And then he walks down the hall some more. But then he notices that his typewriter's typing. He's like, holy shit, what's this say? And it reads, The Invisible Boy's Revenge. At this point, Stein's like, holy fuck, it's the twist in my own story. How could I not have known? He turns around and he's like, oh! And then the movie ends.
It's over?
Yeah.
That's over. You didn't watch a single bit of it.
Yeah, I did.
Welcome.
I watched like the first 15 minutes.
You know what? Since Hannah was a ghost or monster from R.L. Stein's books, would she be able to harm the other monsters?
Yeah. She couldn't die the whole time. And she fucking knew, too.
If she knew a lot of times, she could harm these monsters.
So yeah, out of 10, what do you give it?
I say a 6. Not too bad, not too good either.
I will save mine for the video. What? Even though you didn't watch most of the movie, what do you give the movie?
It was a great movie. I give 50 out of 100.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yes.
5.
5. Okay. So basically what you gave it right
Yes,
before.
sir.
Good work. We have done it.
Holy fuck, this video took forever to make.